Dr. Theodore Karasik speaking to me earlier. Now, this region has traditionally invested in new technologies for the oil and gas industry. But governments are increasingly realizing there's a need for investment beyond these sectors. It's not all go for innovation, though, as Katie Watson's been finding out.
This is a control room with a difference. Using wireless technology, these people are monitoring thousands of buildings across Dubai to track and fine-tune power problems, technical issues and fire hazards. It's a piece of technology that's proving big business for the software company behind it.
As Dubai has expanded, the real estate has grown, the number of buildings have come on. It's become more and more necessary that all these assets are monitored and sustained. So that's how the innovation has also grown. Say, for example, from wired technology, technology has moved into wireless. Initially, say four years before, we could not even think of a command control center concept wherein we can connect 60,000 buildings.
But some experts say innovation doesn't come naturally in this region.
Why should anyone innovate? Why should anyone put their money into a new idea that might or might not work? And I think that creates the main challenge for supporting innovation in this region, where most individuals are on relatively well-paying jobs. There's a lot of security provided by the state, and then innovation takes really second or third place.
According to a recent report, Switzerland, Sweden and Singapore are the most innovative countries in the world. You have to go further down the list to find Qatar in 26th place, and even further down to 34th place to find the UAE. No other Arab countries feature in the top 40, but one of the authors of the report says patience is needed.
What we observe in the region that there is a lag effect between the innovation inputs, and these include institution, human capital, infrastructure, the market sophistication, the business sophistication, and the innovation outputs, the scientific output and the creative output. At the moment, the region has put much more into the input side, and the output is still lagging. It most probably take a decade for these two things to balance themselves. So my expectation would be that over the next 3 to 5 years, the region will be in a position to move up the ladder. We just have to accept the fact that it takes time to set up these institutions.
And what we specifically wanted to address today with respect
and there's growing recognition that more needs to be done. Abu Dhabi set up a government body to help support the technology industry, but it's early days.
This is a path that we know we have to be part of if we want to maintain our relevance, if we want to be competing in an ever more challenging environment. And we're doing it because of two main objectives. We want to support the economic transformation of this society, but also societal advancement in addressing critical issues that are of importance to it and relevance.
And that's something that 26-year-old May Habib would be glad of. She spent the past 6 months developing her business as an Arabic digital publisher. She came to the UAE because that's where her market is and where the money is. But it's not without its challenges.
The hyper-growth in the region has really been driven by multinational corporations, and so the ability of the system to be hospitable to small, tiny companies who are trying to be very lean and stretch shoestring budgets is just not. It's not in the mentality. So it's difficult to even register in most of the free zones without taking office space. And so if you're trying to run a lean, mean startup organization, it's tough to do.
Whether it's big tech companies like this one or smaller startups like May's, the ambition is there. Governments are stepping up their efforts to provide an environment for that ambition to flourish.
Katie Watson reporting there. Time for us to take a short break now, but when we come back, scooping out a niche. How one company's making money selling ice cream on the move.